Hello and welcome again. My name is Jay Carter, and this is episode 2 of the Grimoire Random Generator. Let's get straight back into it. Last time we talked about where all these races and such were coming from, and now I kind of want to show you guys how it works. So if I were to, let's say we take this guy. And I think he's a paladin. He's got a cool sword. It's a little janky, but that's fine. He's wearing, some plate mail armor. He's all red and gold and decked out. I want to give him a sword and some plate mail. So I'm going to start with paladin up here. Let's say he's not level 20. What's suggested down here? Random. Level 3. So he is a 3rd level paladin. What is his background? Well, paladins, they suggest noble for paladin. I say they, I mean me. I suggest noble for paladin. If I go to any random square and I hit backspace, it'll automatically generate something in front of me, and then I can see if maybe the suggestion has changed. It has not. So we'll go ahead and go acolyte instead, because maybe he comes from a church and he's an acolyte. That sounds great. Male or female? It suggests female, so we'll go female. That sounds great. Because, let's be honest, there is no way to tell who's inside that suit of armor, unless of course you go for the unrealistic version of armor that is anatomically correct. So yeah, of course, that's a woman in there. Why not? And then of course you can go human. You can go anything else you want. We'll keep it simple and go human. I don't want a Gavany though. I want something else. Random. Stensia. Sure, we'll say that's Stensia. Sounds good. Neutral. Good. Neutral, a neutral paladin, you say. Interesting. Okay, sure, that sounds fine. Now, all of this works great, right? We have a name, Fargar Styanoga. It will change here in just a moment. As you can see, it's loading. So this is going to give me a different person, right? By one. It's got a bone sickle. Ooh, that's interesting. Blowgun. Nope, change to a dart. Shield and splint mail. Well, that's not splint mail in my mind. That's not a bone sickle in my mind. We'll see what else randomly generates here in just a moment. But let's go ahead and scroll down to this paladin archetype. The archetype is the bit that tells us sort of what specialty the paladin is. And this recommends Oathbreaker, but I do not see a gold armored paladin as an Oathbreaker. So let's go with something a little bit more. What about the Crown? Ooh, that's nice. I think that came from what is it? Sword Coast's guide, Sword Coast Adventures guide, I think. I might be wrong on that. And then based on the alignment of this individual, so based on a neutral alignment, it's suggesting all sorts of different things. Balinor, for example. So sure, we'll say Balinor. This paladin worships Balinor. Now that we know that they are worshiping, that is to say their archetype is for the crown, and they worship Balinor, we'll come back up here and see what we got. This is a female paladin, acolyte, Stensia human, neutral alignment, Shavara Chergoba. And look, it gave us a scimitar. That's a kind of sword. That's pretty close. Not bad. Shield, chainmail. Still not quite what I want. So I'm just going to go to this upper left-hand corner here, hit backspace, and see what it does when it reloads. I'm going to keep hitting backspace until I find one that suits my purposes. So this is giving, like, any of these characters could potentially work if you were looking for something that was entirely random. But I would much rather just sort of give it whatever specifications I can and see what pops up. As you can see, it's automatically generating the ability scores. So you've got your strength, your dexterity, your constitution, intelligence, and wisdom, all of which are populating not only the score itself, but also the modifier and the save. And each of those then feeds into each of the skills, which you can see are either they are proficient in over here with the X, or they are not proficient in with nothing else inside. All right, so we've got our flail, longbow, shield, and splint. And there, we've got a longsword, shield, splint, heavy crossbow. That's splint mail. Sure. Yep, that's good enough for me. Longsword, heavy crossbow, shield, and splint. Good. Melil Jason is the name of this character. So I'm just going to go all the way down here. I'm going to select all of that, copy it, and I have now